Oh dear. Well, every now and again, I get a repair which I really do feel sorry for the customer. This is a Bush flat screen TV set with a built-in DVD over there. It's only about 3 months old, but Bush won't have it, although it is defective. It's unfortunately defective because she cleaned behind it. The shelf wobbled and it fell off. Oh God, yeah. I've always said this cleaning's a dangerous business. I mean, you can see how pristine it is here, of course. When the rats complain and the cockroaches are out the front with banners, and I clean. But there's nothing inside these things. Behind here is the LCD screen itself, manufactured by a very bush-sounding name, Changhua, Thaw, Grasshopper, and all that. And if you've ever wondered why these flat screen TVs tend to sound so nasal and tinny, that's why. That is your speaker. There are two speakers, so it's stereo sound, but they're only the same size as a tweeter you used to get in an old Sanyo music centre or something like that years ago. So it's hardly surprising, really, that in view of their small size, it sounds sort of boomy and boxed in and so on. Actually, it's not the worst sounding one I've heard, and that's saying something. But the problem is that when it fell off the shelf, fell off its perch, this TV is dead, this parrot is deceased, the aerial plug was plugged in, and I don't know if you can see the resulting carnage just there. And you might think, okay, just solder another PCB mount aerial socket onto that. You can't. It's soldered direct and made as part of a little tin assembly to do with the tuning inside there. So what I'm hoping to do is to solder this on this piece of coax, and if it works I'll be amazed, to be quite honest with you. I will be amazed, but it might work. The DVD player, believe it or not, does still function. I'm astonished after that, because we all know how pernickety these things can be. And you can see they're tiny, tiny, tiny little motors. One to spin the DVD and the other to operate the mechanism itself. That's the thing with these. Inserting DVDs on these isn't that easy. It slides out. The button takes some finding. It's there. And it slides out, but it only goes to about here, so you only see just about the whole of this. And unless you're very careful, when you put the DVD in, it will slide off and go down into the bottom of the set. And if you don't believe me, here's one I found inside it. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, so it's keeping me, well, I won't say entertained, but, something along those lines. Dear, oh dear, that smash up on the M5 motorway down in the West Country, it was a horrendous affair, wasn't it? And already, of course, Plod, aka the police, are looking round trying to blame people. There's no such thing as just a tragic accident, which is what this was really, isn't it? They're trying to make out the smoke from the local rugby club's Guy Fawkes night bonfire may have had some contributing factor. Well, I don't know. If I see smoke or bad conditions on the road, I slow down so I can stop in time. And I can remember once on the train going over the M25, London's favourite car park. It was a horrible foggy day, pissing down with rain, and the visibility was about a car length, which is, well, they were 63 feet long, about, I don't know, 20 yards, 17 metres if you're into them. and they're still herring along there on that M25 doing 70, 80 plus, too close together in all each other's spray. Yeah, makes you sick, doesn't it, really? I'm no great supporter of this Guy Fawkes thing as it goes. You know, there's one good thing about the Depression. It's stopped all the fireworks going on for week after week after week and getting on everybody's tits and frightening the animals and all this sort of thing. You know, I'd understand it if they'd gone in there and blown the place to smithereens and all the black-hearted bastards therein. But they didn't. It went down the pad. So, you know, dear oh dear. Why can't somebody do it now? Preferably starting with Greece and Italy and then our lot and, well, just get rid of them all, really, if you like, you know. Anyhow, so things aren't looking too bad here at the moment. I had a bit of a tumble the other day, and so in addition to my left ankle now being knackered, my right knee is now knackered, so I hobble along evenly now for the first time in years. Dear oh dear. Anyhow, see you again soon.